Well, hello again. How is everyone? Thank you all for being here. We'll give it just a moment and let some people come on in. I'm going to clean my glasses. Oh, y'all are here already. Wow. Hello, class. Let me go ahead and get started so I don't waste your time. I think I may still clean my glasses. For anyone new here, thank you so much. I'm Maggie, your substitute teacher. Thank you all for being here. I am a boy mom times two. I've been on a health and wellness journey, managing a 79-pound weight loss. Holidays coming. Hey, veggie. With at least 25 more to go. And for me, I've done this with a metabolic specialist by getting tested for food sensitivities. And this was in her office. So for me, the food sensitivity test was a cheek swab and it was some hair samples. So I keep a list of foods on the fridge. I really know what they are by now. I keep a list of foods on the fridge that I can have and then a list of foods that I have to avoid. But what we do here on my channel, which is now turning into a cooking tutorial, and I'm so happy about that, I share with you all recipes that I want to eat, that you probably want to eat. I always use substituted ingredients, but you can make these with the full flavor ingredients. So sit back and relax. I am your teacher. You all are my scholars. The live chat in YouTube, I call it the study hall. That's where you guys can pass notes. You can help each other ask questions, and I'll try to keep up with what's going on. But I'm going to make a sandwich for lunch today, a fan favorite. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm always going to start by taking attendance. Let's see who's in here. I know we've got some new people and an announcement. Hello, Monique. Welcome. Thank you for being present in class. Hello, Marlene. Y'all say welcome and hello to Marlene. Thank you for being present in class. Hello, FameCom Network. Thank you so much for being here. Hello, Lorinda. Thank you so much for coming to class and being present. Veggie, as always, one of my day ones. Thank you so much for being here. Alicia, thank you so much for being present and coming to class. I love it, love it, love it. Yes, Mr. Mustachio, a very strong channel sponsor. Thank you so much for being here. Happiness with no carbs is already giving love. Thank you so much for being here. All right, you guys. So, like I said in the description, I'm going to do a beef BLT. I'm going to do obviously beef bacon. Some of y'all are new to that. I had some this morning with breakfast, so I'm going to go ahead and finish the pack. But I do want to give you guys some teaching as I remember to tell you all things. It may be some common sense, it may be stuff you already know, but I just want to make sure that I share what I've learned with you all. Yes, Cryptonomics is back. Cryptonomics has got the ingredients. You're about to make a pancake. I love it. Whatever brings you all here, whether you love to eat or you love to cook, you all know that I'm a student of Lead Attorney. I'm a moderator over on his channel, and I have learned so much from him now. Maggie, the substitute teacher, is only 3 months old, and we are growing, you all. We are growing kind of fast and furious. Thank you so much, Veggie. So a little update on our little channel we have here, you all. So I try to be as transparent as I can because y'all, I'm learning this stuff too. My disclaimers, I am not a chef. I am just a boy mom and a home cooker. That's what they used to call me. But I've been cooking since before there were child labor laws. Thank you, Nana. And I'm just trying to take my health and wellness seriously. I've always had a weight problem for the first 40 years. I'm 46. You all are here to help me age gracefully. But as we get older, the weight problem can turn into a health problem. And I used to be pre-diabetic. I used to have elevated cholesterol, and I used to have borderline blood pressure. But all of that is normal now because I've completely changed the way that I eat and the way that I snack. I am not the food police. Please eat what you love and have some for me. But you all seem to like the recipes that I come up with. I get inspiration from everywhere. I still cook all the regular stuff for the family, but I just make my substitutions and walk you guys through it. Thank you, Mustachio. Thank you for the compliment. Yeah, y'all, it hit me. I mean, when I turned 46, and I do have, a younger face. I guess that's a good thing as I age, right? Thankfully. But, the truth is, do I want to say it? But it's true. I'm closer to 50 than I am 40. And so, like I said, for the first 40 years, I had the standard American diet, y'all. I was just like you, ripping and running through the drive-through. I am a former corporate executive, but now I work from home. So happy. But yeah, long commutes, running behind the kids, wait until you're too hungry to care. Y'all know how it goes. And it was just catching up with me. So for the next 40 years, God willing, I'll be here cooking for you all. Okay, so Famecom Network. So let's talk about our little channel, shall we? Oh, Cryptonomics apples will be later. Yes, I will make fried apples. Y'all, fried apples are taking over, but you're actually going to help me because I had a little announcement. I'm trying to go through my produce. Okay, so a couple things. Maggie, the substitute teacher, is only 3 months old. This has started because I've been cooking since forever. Hello, good afternoon, King Hawk. Welcome to class. Thank you so much for being here. So I've been cooking since forever. That's just how I was raised. My mom cooked for the family, and my dad still doesn't believe. He doesn't know what I'm doing here. He's just like, what is Maggie doing? Y'all know I come from a traditional African family, born in Ghana but raised here. So I always used to cook, and then I would just post the finished picture on my social media. I am Maggie, the substitute teacher, on pretty much all channels. And then people would ask me, "Did you make that?" And I don't know if it was a compliment or an insult, and it doesn't matter. So I started posting before and after pictures. And then people started asking me, "How did you make that?" So I would go back in the comments, and then I would answer, "Well, first you do this, and then you do this, and then you do this." And when I came across lead attorney and I heard him say, if you're over 35, then you need to make a YouTube channel because you have information that people want to know. And I'm like, well, people are always asking me. I had no idea it would turn into this. We have a wonderful community. Oh, you're going to make fried apples. If you want me to make them for you too, I've got a couple. Thank you, King Hot. So I think I started in February of this year, and it's the end of May, March, April, May. Yes. And so I am a student of lead attorney. I bought his course. It's amazing. You all please check him out. I know he sent a lot of you over here. So welcome. We are the wholesome, family friendly protege of lead attorney. So all are welcome here, whether you cook or you don't cook, you're welcome here. And the kids too. So, my first videos were really just me narrating through still pictures, kind of like a slideshow. I would, cut up something, take a picture and say what I did, do something else and take a picture. And then one of my scholars, you all are my scholars, you named yourself that, was like, "Are you going to actually do a cooking demonstration?" And I was like, I didn't think anybody would care about that. But here we are. And just this week or last week, I don't know, we crossed over the 1,000 subscribers. So grateful, so grateful. So like I said, as I'm learning, in order to be monetized on YouTube, which I am not monetized yet, you need two things. You need to have a minimum of 1,000 subscribers, which I do have, but you also need to have 4,000 watch hours. And that means if I make a 1 hour video and 5 of you watch it, I get credit for 5 watch hours. So I just need to keep streaming and keep clipping and, just keep sharing what I do. Y'all, this is really me cooking what I'm going to eat. And I just come in the kitchen with my iPad. So baby steps, tread lightly, be gentle with me, please. I'm just getting started. But I'm so grateful to all of you who are helping the channel to grow. I just checked my analytics now that I know how and said it. I'm almost at 3,000 watch hours. I think earlier this week I was at 1,200. So we're on our way to 4,000. I cannot thank you all enough. Mr. Mustachio, you haven't been to detention in my class, have you? But no, I love the kids. I love everybody here. But yes, we do like to keep it family friendly because Nana is always watching. Nana is my mom and she's our principal. It's okay. No problem. No problem. All right. So let's get started. So for the BLT, oh, I did want to give you guys a couple of announcements because I will get distracted. So we are having a virtual Maggie meetup. Look on my community tab on YouTube. If I didn't put it in the description here, it will not be a live stream. It will just be like a Google Meet or a Google Hangout where I will drop the link. And if anybody wants to just come, bring your own beverage or snack, it'll be next week, Sunday, June 5th from 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern. So I know we have scholars all over, but we did have an in-person meetup and I know we're all over. So if you all are interested, just RSVP for your spot and then I will drop the link as we get closer. So that's next week, Sunday, not this Memorial Day weekend, but June 5th. And then three things I was thinking about, if I'm going to be the teacher, I want to make sure that I teach you all well. So what I made this morning, the banana pancakes, which were excellent. You can see the picture on the community tab. I thought the presentation was okay. I like for it to be perfect for you all. But I'm going to be traveling with the kids for Memorial Day weekend. Y'all pray for me. But I'll be updating you on what we're doing and taking some pictures. But what I was trying to say this morning, three things if it's helpful. When I know that I'm going to be traveling about a week out before I travel, I stop buying groceries as far as perishables because I try to lighten down what's in the fridge and what I have on hand. So that's number one. I just kind of make do with what I have on hand. If I don't have it, I try not to buy it about a week out. And then, what I do during the week, which is what I'm doing now, I try to use any fresh produce that I already have. So I usually don't eat bananas, but I made banana pancakes this morning because I don't like to waste, right? I mean, you can toss it, that's fine, but I just don't like to waste. So I'll try to come up with recipes using the ingredients I have. So I've got some lettuce, I've got a tomato, I opened a pack of beef bacon. So that's why we're going to have a BLT today. And then either tonight or tomorrow before I leave, I will actually clean out the fridge. Not a deep clean where you take everything out and wipe down the shelves. You really should try to do that once a week if you can. That's what I try to do whenever I grocery shop or have things delivered. I'll go through the fridge just to make sure that I don't have anything lingering back there. Y'all know how that happens. But before I leave, I will go through and just do like a quick, are there any leftovers or any expiration dates or anything that's not going to make it for the long weekend? Then I'll go ahead and toss it and take the trash out or have the boys do it. But I'm amicably divorced from their dad, so the boys are at their dad, so it'll be me. But yeah, just those three things. So cut back on groceries, cook what you have, and clean out the fridge so you don't come home to a stinky house. All right, I think that's it for the announcements. Oh, Mr. Mustachio has a question. Let me see if I can answer. I'm just checking my phone, y'all. I don't want to be rude, but my car is at service, and so I had the shuttle bring me here. That's why I'm like, well, we'll go ahead and eat while I don't have transportation, but they'll text me. But I think I've got some time. Hello, Learning to Love Myself. Welcome back. So Mr. Mustachio says, don't have to make some food during the meetup. Going to be outclassed by all y'all. Look, I am not a chef. I am just a mom and a home cooker. I make it up as I go. Sometimes it looks really good. Sometimes it doesn't. I show all of it. I'll tell y'all if it tastes good or not. I have made this BLT before. Everything I eat, usually, gluten-free, sugar-free, and dairy-free. So those are my substitutes. Hello, Learning to Love Myself. And then Lorinda says, you're on a health mission too. Maggie, I've been having weight issues that you're trying to get a hold of. Yeah, in your mid-50s, y'all, we're all going to be there. Wally is always here looking. Wally, was it you that said, I think I asked yesterday, who cooks? And was it you, Wally, that said, I don't cook any of this. I just want to watch you do it. Whatever brings you here, you're welcome. So let me get my apron on. I didn't even check. Oh, this one is kind of messy. I don't want to put this one on. I think I'll put the Paris one on. I do have Maggie merch coming with some designs and stuff. I've had to switch up my vendors. It's been a struggle, but more is coming. Good afternoon, Brittany. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome to class. Okay, Wally, that wasn't you. Okay, sorry, y'all. This is really me. What I try to do is I eat twice a day. So I usually live stream twice a day. That's what I've been trying to do as I grow my channel because you guys are here to hold me accountable. So I only like eat what I prepare here and then we chat and chow together. So yeah, you guys are helping keep me accountable so I can get the rest of this weight off. All right, let me get a clean apron. All right, so I am an apron collector. I'm having some more Maggie merch made, but whenever I travel, maybe I'll get one this weekend where we're going. Whenever I travel, because that's a souvenir that I'm actually going to use, I try to pick up an apron. And this one is one of my favorites. It's from Paris. It's Chocolat. So you can see. I lost my pearls. Oh, Brittany, you saw me on Chantel's channel. So yes, Maggie, I saw you on Chantel's channel and then boom, I was there when you got your 1,000. Y'all, I gotta clip that. I'm forever grateful the lead attorney. He stopped the show to help me cross over 1,000. That was just amazing. Oh yeah, and I did a story time, y'all. There's a whole story about that, and my mom who said she would subscribe, but she wanted to be number 1,000. So when I got to 999, I was calling her. She wears a hearing aid. It was a whole thing. But yes, we definitely crossed over. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. So I'll clean that up later and take it to the jeweler to get fixed. Um, we're going to start with a chaffle. So part of being gluten free means as much as I love bread, bread does not love me back. So bread and rolls and crackers and all that stuff, I have to make substitutions. So I'm going to make my own bread substitute, which is a chaffle. It's pretty straightforward. Mustachio, I know you like the waffle maker. So it's a 2 ingredient bread substitute. So it's eggs and cheese. And I'll show you guys how I make it. But you can make them sweet and eat them as waffles. You can make them savory and use them as a bread substitute, which is what I'm going to do today. So let me get the ingredients and see if I have shredded. If not, I'll use the sliced and hopefully it'll be okay. All right, I'm going to get another one of my waffle makers out. I've got a collection of these, and this is what I'm going to use to make my bread. It's a square waffle maker. I'll show you. All right, so this morning we made pancakes in the mini dash. It's still here. I'm cleaning it up, but they have so many different versions. Links should be in the description. About $12, $13. You can get them on Amazon. You can get them at Target. This is the dash. I don't know what it's called. It says Rise by Dash. Bottom line, it's a waffle maker and it's square. So this is the one that I'm using when I want to make a substitution for bread so that I get the square bread slice experience. But they have round ones, they have single ones, they have the big Mama Jamma if you need to make a lot of them. They have one with 4 griddles or grills. I don't know what they're called, but this is what I'm using. So it just says Rise by Dash and it's a square waffle maker. All right, so it will work just like a George Foreman. You know, you plug it up and it gets hot. And then I'm going to do 2 slices of bread for my BLT. You know what? I should start with the bacon because it's fine. The bacon that I made this morning, it kind of cooked faster than I thought. So let's go ahead and get our slices done, and then we'll cook our bacon. And a BLT is just bacon, lettuce, and tomato. You can jazz it up any way that you want. I'm going to do just simple mayo. I don't know. What do you all put on your BLT? Okay. So while you guys are thinking about that, I am going to make this. I have regular eggs. This is another thing that I'm trying to wind down. So 1 egg, and I'm not good with measurements. It's probably about a handful or half a cup of cheese, but I look for texture, and I'll walk you guys through what I'm doing. So I'm just using this regular old Walmart gravy boat. I like this because you can see through, makes it look like a proper cooking show, which it is not. But then it allows me to pour syrups or whatever in here, and I stir with a chopstick. So we're gonna get one whole egg. You can do this with egg substitutes. If you're vegan, you might be able to do it with the just egg. Try it and let me know. But I would not recommend egg whites because you need some structure. All right, so we've got one egg in here. And y'all, it's just me and my iPad, so I'm gonna have to hold this stuff up for you. So I just got one whole egg. And then because I'm dairy free, this is what I'm using. This came from Whole Foods. So this is shredded goat's cheese. And you can see here, it says vegetarian. A lot of people are sensitive to cow dairy, something about the protein, the way the body absorbs it. I don't know. I am not a doctor. But goat's cheese has been approved for me. So this has been a lifesaver. I usually have my own block and I shred it myself. But you can buy shredded goat's cheese. I'm gonna wash my hands since I cracked the egg. And I am an avid hand washer. It's just a habit that I have. All right, so I will use some tongs, but you guys can see it's basically, a substitute for, it's made from real goat's milk, but it's considered non-dairy. It melts well, it tastes well. I will say this about goat's cheese. It is a little bit of an acquired taste. Goat's cheese has a little bit of funk to it. I like it. It's kind of like a blue cheese, sour cream kind of tang. But if you're not familiar with it, you may need to get used to that. Okay, Cryptonomics, you were asking about the goat butter. Yeah, that's one thing that's hard to find sometimes. Actually, I'll get it out for this and I'll show you guys. One of the reasons why I shop online and I buy in bulk is because sometimes the local grocery stores don't sell these ingredients, or they may have like one or two. And I like to have what I need on hand so that I don't stray and eat the kids' snacks. There is a deli in Salt Lake City. They will ship free on ice if you spend like 40 or 50 bucks. It's called Caputo's, Caputo apostrophe S. I think it's just Caputo's online. But sometimes when I get tired of looking, I'll just buy like 4 or 5 or 6 blocks of goat butter, and then just have it shipped on ice, and I just keep it here. Oh, you like goat's milk? Wonderful. All right, let me turn down the air and we'll add the cheese to this. Oh, it just went off. Okay. All right. So I'm going to I would just put my hand in here, but I'm trying, y'all. It's just me. Okay. So I'm going to add the cheese to the egg, and I'm going to mix it together. So here's what I'm looking for. I want it to be thick enough that it's kind of like I don't know, like a chunky yogurt. So I put 2 big pinches of goat's cheese in there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix it with the egg and the cheese. And I'll show you guys what I'm looking for. If it's still runny, like you could pour it easy, then your slice of bread will be too eggy. So it's the cheese that gives it that structure and gives it that crispness. So I've got it kind of mixed up in here. To me, it's still a little bit eggy. So I'm going to do 1 more pinch of cheese. It's probably a half a cup if I had to eyeball it. So I start with 1 egg and then a little cheese and stir, and then a little bit more cheese and stir. And this will give you 2 slices. So I'm making 1 sandwich just for me. I'm making 1 sandwich and I'll get my 2 slices of bread. Or 2 slices of chaffle. I'm going very plain today, just egg and cheese. You could doctor it up with whatever you want, whatever seasonings you like, sesame seeds, you could do all of that. All right, I think we're getting there. It's nice and chunky, y'all can see. And I just kind of jiggle it in the bowl. 1 more pinch. So for the chaffle, I would recommend any melting cheese is fine. The drier the cheese, the crispier your bread will be. So think a Parmesan, a sharp cheddar, that will give you a nice, like almost toast crunch. The softer your cheese, the chewier your bread will be. So if you do like, I don't know, like a Monterey Jack or one of those kind of cheeses, it'll be a little bit chewier. It's completely up to you. I think this is good. All right. So I need to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. All right. Woo. So I'm going to go ahead and plug up our mini dash. I just got a few random pieces of cheese here, so I'm just cleaning up. Clean as we go. That's what Mom taught me. But this is good. You know what? I only have a little bit left. Happy Saturday, Kim G. Thank you for being here. I got a little bit left. Since I just did the whole lecture about use your ingredients before you travel, went ahead and finished that. Now, here's one thing. I usually buy my own cheese block and shred it. It's an extra step, but I will say this. When you buy cheese that is already shredded, they add extra stuff to it so that it doesn't clump together. So if you're trying to eat really clean, there may be additives that you might be sensitive to. So if you really want to be strict, they say to buy the block, and you guys have seen me shred it myself. You can shred it by hand or get the crank one or get the electric one. You do it one time, cheese block, and then you have what you need for the week to pinch and put into omelets, to put on a salad, to put in a chaffle. This is just a shortcut, and it is available, and this came from Whole Foods. Welcome to class, Kim G. All right. Just mixing it up. It's going to be nice and crispy. You guys can see there. All right. I'm plugging up my Mini Dash Rise Square waffle maker. I think I'll butter it before I turn it on. All right. I wish I had a package that looked better, but I'm going to try and show you guys. Because I'm sensitive to cow dairy, I don't use regular butter. It's embarrassing. I use this a lot. This is Delamere. I don't know, it's kind of hard to see, but this also comes from Whole Foods. This is butter made from goat's milk. Looks like butter, tastes like butter, cooks like butter. It's just made from goat's milk instead of cow's milk. This has been a lifesaver for me, so I get that butter experience without dairy. It is kind of hard to find, and that's the one that Cryptonomics was looking for. Hey, Leanne, welcome to class. So what I'm doing, I know this is just, I'm not a professional. I take my butter stick. This could be cooking spray. This could be brushed with olive oil, whatever you like. I like the brown and the flavor that you get from butter. So literally while it's still cold, I'm just kind of going all over the top and the bottom. So if you were doing multiple slices, I would recommend you do that between each slice. So when the egg and cheese melts down on there, you get the nice buttery toast experience, right? All right, wash my hands again. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and plug up our dash. You can let it preheat. I don't even think I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna go ahead and put half of this on the waffle maker. So again, this is just egg and goat's cheese for me. It could be egg and cheddar cheese for you. The only cheese that I would not recommend are the soft, creamy cheeses. Y'all have seen me use those for like a ricotta substitute or sour cream or yogurt substitute. You really want a good melting cheese that gives you good structure. All right, so now I'm gonna close and plug this up. FameCom says nice. Thank you. I don't remember what that was for, but y'all help me because there may be a delay in my when you type it and when I see it with the software that I'm using. But yes, if you have any questions, feel free to put them into the chat and I'll try and pop up and respond. Oh, Leanne, yes, I have a Nana story. If y'all want, I'll repeat it. But yes, as far as I know, Nana was number 1,000. I told it in yesterday's live stream. I'm going to have to clip it for y'all. I just got some cheese on the floor. So. All right, so we're going to let that toast cook, and I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of our bacon in the air fryer. I like to use the air fryer because it's faster, and to me it's neater. I have tried it in front of me. Y'all see I get popped. It's just not a good experience. All right, so I'm using beef bacon. You could do this with whatever you like. If you can have pork bacon, please have some for me. Turkey bacon is doable, but the beef bacon is a new substitution for me. I'm very excited about. So I'll show you guys. This also came from Whole Foods. All right, so while our toast is cooking, I use Ziploc bags whenever I open something. I don't like to put the open container in the fridge, so I have everything in Ziploc bags. So I opened this morning, but I'll show you guys the package because I think I'll use the rest of it. Wellshire beef bacon. I have never heard of this brand, but this is available at Whole Foods. I've also seen another brand at Costco, Sam's Club, and Ingles, which is a grocery store here in the South. But if you can't have pork or don't eat pork, this may be a kosher or halal or approved version for you. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on my air fryer trays. All right, I have my drip tray, and yes, this is really me in my kitchen. I use everything. I like to line this with foil because especially bacon, it's going to drip through the wire racks, and that makes it just easier clean up for me. All right, so just regular aluminum foil. I was looking at my little toast thing. Y'all may start to hear it sizzle soon. I get excited when the food is cooking. Oh, it smells amazing. Focus, Maggie. Try to keep it elegant for you all. All right. So we've got our drip tray just lined with foil. And then whenever I use the air fryer, and someone had asked earlier, and I hope I answered, the air fryer that I have is the Power XL. Link should be in the description. I think I got it from Walmart, anywhere from like $129 to $149, but I did see that they had a $99 sale. You can cook your bacon however you like. What I like about this air fryer is that it's like an oven with a door that I can see, and then it has these different trays so you can adjust whatever you're cooking on the shelf. And what I do when I'm cooking bacon or tortillas or anything that's lightweight, I always cook them between two trays to keep them from flapping around so I get those nice flat strips. An air fryer is basically an oven with a fan. So it's a convection oven. So you have a heat source and you also have a fan. That's why it crisps up and that's why it cooks faster. But if you're cooking anything that's lightweight, it can move around and then you'll have those like crazy looking bacon pieces. It all tastes the same, but you know, presentation is important to me. Ah, you're welcome, Cryptonomics. Yes. You know what? You might be able to find one that is all in one. I don't know. I do like gadgets. I like all of that stuff, but honestly, I think I overfilled this. It's kind of coming out the side. I'm gonna let it do its thing though. I was getting greedy. I'm just scooping around the sides. Y'all know like when you're making a waffle in a hotel and you put too much batter in, it starts to come out the side. I probably should have put a, what's it called? I don't know, paper plate or towel. I'll clean it up, it's fine. All right, so let's get to the bacon. So this is what I'm using. Again, this is beef bacon. You can do it with whatever you like. So I'm gonna go ahead and cook all of it. I think there are 3 strips left. This is because I'm trying to get rid of all the perishable ingredients before holiday travel. Okay, so there's 4 slices in here. How many slices do y'all put on your BLTs? So I had this morning. I'm feeling really greedy right now. Yeah, much better. Yeah, you hear me singing. You can have whatever you like. Y'all, I am not the food police and I am not a proper chef. So I'm just sharing with you all what I do. I took this out of the fridge so they're still kind of cold and stuck together. So I'm just peeling them back slow so that I don't, rip it. But this is the beef bacon. You can see it looks like bacon. It's just a thicker strip. So let's see if I can get all of this. 2 slices for much better. 3 slices. Okay. Let's see how many are left in this pack. Okay, so here's the thing. There are 4 slices in the pack. So for research purposes, yeah, okay, I'll cook all of it. That doesn't mean I have to eat all of it, right? Of course. All right, so let me see if I can arrange these nicely. They will shrink up. I'll show you guys what I have. All right, so really I should just cook 3, but I'm gonna try and put that 4th one on there. They will shrink up, but ideally, especially when you're air frying bacon, you do wanna have some space in between them because what will happen is when they cook, they'll kind of, gel up together and then you'll have like a bacon sheet instead of bacon strips, which may be completely fine, but this is what I have going in there. I have one kind of overlapping on the top. Let's see, I'll fold it over itself. So this is what I'm gonna put between another tray. Y'all, I'm sorry, my phone, I'm in a group chat. We're trying to make afternoon tea. So this is gonna go in the bottom and then this is gonna go over top and that's how it's going to cook. All right, I'll have to remind myself to keep an eye on it. Let me wash my hands and we'll check on our choffle. Oh, much better says you're eating all of it. Exactly, if you cook all of it, right? All right, so let's see how our slice is doing over here. Just gonna lift up the top. Nana taught me to cook with all of my senses, so I don't really do temperatures or times. I'm just looking for that nice golden buttery brown. Much better. Okay, so I think we're good. Let's see, do I want to cook it a little bit more? It's nice and crispy. Let's see if I can get it out. I overfilled it, so you're gonna see some overhang. Ah, God. So you all see what we have here. So let me go ahead and put this on a cooling rack and then I'll do the other slice. So for presentation, I'm gonna go around the edge and I'm just gonna pull off the little crispy edges that overflowed so that it looks like a proper slice. If you wanted to make this as a waffle substitute, you could put some sweetener, sugar-free for me, vanilla. You could make it however you want. Greedy. Okay, first slice of toast is done. Okay, my air fryer sounds like it is flying away. It will stop doing that. That's not how they're supposed to sound. All right, so let me put this off to the side and then I'm gonna make the other slice of toast. Now, I don't think I need to butter this again because the cheese in here, when it cooks down, I have a little bit of oil already on between the, I don't know, spikes. What are they called? I don't know. So I'm just going to go ahead and mix this a little bit because the egg has settled, just so it's as homogeneous as we can get it. And then I'm going to use the spatula and literally scrape the rest of this into the waffle maker and make our second slice of toast. I'm going to smile every time I hear the sizzle. One of you scholars said, if I ever get a soundboard, my success sound should be a sizzle. Okay. So I've been using the spatula to kind of spread it out towards the side since this is square. And then we'll close it and let it cook. All right, so our toast is cooking, our bacon is cooking. Now we just got to get our fresh veggies. And that's it. Oh, I was going to do apples for you guys. Cryptonomics, would you like for me to make fried apples, or would anybody like for me to make fried apples? I've done it 100 times, but I'll do it 100 more if anybody needs to see it. Cleaning up as I go. Wash my hands again. Okay. I might have gotten a little greedy with that batter, but that's okay. I'd rather it kind of overfill a little bit and I just have to wipe up. A good tip would be to put the waffle maker on like a paper plate. Even if you have like a proper waffle iron, get a paper plate or a towel. It's going on my counters, but I can clean it up. That's what I do. Okay, so we're done. Let's go check on our bacon. I want to make sure that it's good. I'll put my eggs away. It's looking good. I'll show you guys how much they've shrank. Okay, this is definitely not done for me, but I'm just showing you guys how they were all together. Let me see if I can unfold that one on the end. I'm going to go a few more minutes so we get a nice crisp so it can stand up on its own. It's still a little bit, let's see if I can pry it apart. All right, got it before it cooked into itself. All right, so I'm just pulling. All right, I'm just moving them away from each other so that when it goes back in there, they kind of cook as 4 different strips of bacon. You like that, veggie? Okay. So now these are going to go back into the air fryer. All right. So our bacon is cooking. Our toast is toasting. Keep that out of the way. So all I need is lettuce, tomato. You could do this any way that you want. You could do avocado. I'll probably do some bagel seasoning. I think of that every time Leanne is in class. So I have a 3-pack of romaine. My metabolic specialist does not prefer that I eat iceberg. Nothing is wrong with it. It's just a lot of water. And she says it's not as much nutritional value. So I try to eat greens that have a little bit more substance to them. Use whatever kind of lettuce you like for your BLT. The only thing about, the romaine, it's got that big vein. So I have to work around that. But let's see if we can get a nice piece. I'll get 2 big pieces of lettuce. So I'm taking these off, and then I'm going to wash what I've pulled off. I don't wash the whole piece. They say, I don't know who they is, it will spoil faster. So this goes back in the bag, and then this is what I'm going to clean and make for my slices. Oh, Lisa's here, and Lisa, I'll give you one one shot what kind of bacon we're using, inspired by you. I don't know what everybody puts on there. Oh, yes. Hello, Lisa. Welcome to class. You know it. In case anyone just joined, Lisa turned me on to this. I'm using beef bacon. So let me go check the air fryer one more time because it goes from like soggy to crisp pretty quickly. It's looking good. It's starting to get some structure to it, but we're going to let it have, a couple more minutes. All right. So I'm going to wash this bacon, and then I wanted to do a tomato snack for you guys that you can see. And then if you guys wanted, Brittany, was that yes to the fried apples? You're going to make a BLT today, Lisa? Okay, wonderful. So Brittany, I think that's yes to the fried apples. Yeah, I don't know what I asked you. Let me rinse off my lettuce. Okay, I'm going to get another cutting board. I'm just going to dry this, and then I'm going to try and tear off some nice crisp sheets. I want to get most of the moisture off. Let me get a cutting board. Whew. Got a quick, if you like pizza, I got a good snack substitute you might like. Oh, ha! Okay, Lisa, no problem. We'll see you next time. I'm always here. Okay, looks like our other toast is done. All right, let me go ahead and unplug. Let's do this so I work with hot, and then I'll pull it out so y'all can see. Maybe I should have buttered it. Hold up. Trying to get it out delicately. So this is my chaffle. This is my other slice of bread. Okay? All right. Let's check on our bacon one more time. I'm coming lettuce and tomato. Oh, Brittany's saying no. You were saying, Lisa, oh, you'll watch that too. Oh, you want to see the fried apples? Absolutely. Oh. Bacon is looking really good. I'll let you guys decide if you think it's done or a little bit more. Y'all see how that has shrunk down? So is this good, or do you want a little crispier? Let's see. It's a little, I don't know how it looks done, but what do y'all think about that? I'll wait, and I'm gonna work on our lettuce. So I'm gonna take off. Bacon looks good, Brittany? Okay. All right, so what we'll do is we will put it on a paper plate so it can drain, a paper towel on a plate. Brittany says more crispy. I was thinking the same thing. Okay, like one more minute, right? Okay. So just a little bit more. All right, so let's see if we can get our lettuce. Thank you, Brittany. All right, so I'm just taking out any brown parts, looking for nice, beautiful green All of my pictures go on my community tab and my Instagram. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher on all platforms. So oh, it just got me. All right, so I'm just getting some nice green lettuce. One moment, please. Let me clean these. I have a girlfriend who wears contacts because she is I used to manage a team when I was at a Coca-Cola before the pandemic. You know, our campus services, we had 7 restaurants and, you know, kind of like the Amazon model with the gym and the clinic and all that stuff. And our dining manager says she moved to contacts because of that kind of stuff. All right, this is almond milk. Oh, iced coffee with almond milk. Y'all know that I'm stay at Panera. They have the subscription, $10 a month, unlimited. Sugar-free vanilla sweetener. Okay, so let me know if you all want to see the pizza hack snack that I have with the tomato slices. So I've got a couple pieces of lettuce, and I'm going to wash this tomato, and then I'm going to slice it up anyway. I'll do 2 slices, and then let me know if y'all want to see a good way to enjoy tomatoes. So I'm using just a fresh tomato. I'm going to wash it. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the air fryer because you know it can go to done pretty quickly. Okay, so we're going to slice this up, and we're pretty much ready to build. Oh no, it's not fun. It's not bad at all. Some of y'all just enjoy watching me do it. Brittany says, is it bad that I'm having so much fun watching you cook, or should I get my butt up and start cooking something? Whatever brings you here, sweetheart, I am happy you are here. If you love to eat, if you love to cook, if you love to watch me cook and eat, all are welcome. All right, y'all, I think we're good. I think we're right at the edge. So I'm gonna put these on a plate with a paper towel. Absolutely. Look, it is totally fine with me. Whatever brought you here, I'm happy. All right, so just a regular plate and a paper towel just to absorb while these cool. So y'all can see here, and then they will crisp up as they cool. So I'm just putting them onto the paper towel. You could also use a cooling rack that I just bought. I probably should use. But if anybody does want to cook along with me, we do have proper cook-alongs. Lisa knows about those. If you want to cook side by side on the screen, you know, unfortunately for me, I don't just drop the link and bring people up because I'm kind of doing a lot. But if you let me know in advance, you can pick the recipe or pick the item. I'll provide a recipe if you don't have one. I'll make the substitute version, and you can make the full flavor version if you like. And we'll cook together on the screen, step by step. All right, so we've got our bacon here. It's done. Looks good? Brittany likes the bacon. All right, done. So set that here. All right. What did you all say about the tomato? Do you want me to just get to the BLT, or is anybody interested in another way to enjoy tomatoes? Okay, so I'm going to slice my tomato for the BLT. I've washed it. I'm going to slice it this way. I am using this Pampered Chef vegetable slicer. You don't have to have one of these. If you've got good knife skills, that's fine, but it does help you get equal slices. So you're going to put it into your food. I use it with onion. I use it with whatever. And then the knife goes inside and down, inside and down. And if you have, oh, sorry, some of y'all have asked, This is Brandless. This is the brand that I'm using. Under $10. Links are in the description. Just keep it sharp. You don't have to spend a lot on kitchen gadgets. I'm going to go ahead and slice up the whole thing. See if I can use this up. All right. So you can see I have nice tomato slices. All right. Oh, I meant to put some sesame seeds. That's okay. I'll still do that. Good afternoon, Genesis. Thank you for coming to class. All right. I think I want to make my BLT, and then you guys, I don't think anybody's reached out to me yet about my car. Okay. Just checking. My car is in the shop, y'all, so okay. No word yet. So we still got time, so I'm here cooking for y'all. All right, we're going to assemble. I think you guys did say you wanted the fried apples. Let's go ahead and make this BLT. And then you can let me know about tomatoes. I think you said yes to apples. Okay. Oh, I'm like, where's my plate? I took the edges off of one. Maybe I should have kept it. But you guys see, we've got a nice crispy piece of toast. So that's my chaffle number 1 and chaffle number 2. So we're going to dress our BLT. Mayonnaise, if you eat it, that's totally fine. This is the substitute that I'm using, Amazing Mayo. This is from Walden Farms, my calorie-free, sugar-free, dairy-free, gluten-free, everything free. So this is the spread that I'm using. It's kind of like, oh gosh, what is the one that's not mayonnaise? Miracle Whip. All right, so this one is pretty good. So you can see it gives you the mayonnaise experience. So I'm taking my first slice and I am going to be pretty generous. If y'all saw that thumbnail, it's got the mayo on there. I think I'll do both. And I think in honor of Leanne, I will do some everything bagel seasoning. So we got our first slice. I'm gonna keep it on the cooling rack so it stays crisp. Then we have the other slice. Y'all can see it's crisped up, just being cool. I'm getting excited. All right, so we have our 2 slices here. Got a little bit of a spot that needs some. Okay. And then, let's see, I'm making it on this tray. Let's do, oh, I was going to do some everything bagel seasoning. Completely optional, but I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of this. I think it's salt and pepper, and it's got some sesame seeds in it. Gives a little bit of character. Completely optional. At this point, you could do avocado. You could do whatever. But it just gives me a little crunchy. Oh, almost lost it. A little crunchiness. Aw, Genesis, from your lips to God's ears. Thank you so much. Okay, y'all. I didn't see anything about the tomatoes, so I'm just going to put them on here. Let's see. So we've got our tomato slice, 2 of those. And we've got our romaine. I want everything. My edges are a little bit brown, so I'm just... All these pictures, I'm thinking, are they cookbook ready? A cookbook is coming because you do need a cookbook. I just want it to be picture perfect, so I'm just tearing off any piece that doesn't look great. All right. And I'm going to tear away from this vein. I'm just going to lay the leaf part down because there's nothing wrong with it, but it just kind of doesn't lay the way that I want it to lay. We all eat with our eyes first. Let's see. I'm trying to get a shot where you can see a little bit of everything, right? And now the bacon. Y'all can see it's crisped up nice and it's holding its shape pretty well. Y'all said 2 pieces. Stop or keep going? I have 2 more. Oh, it tastes like a bacon steak. I don't know how else to describe it. So good. Is that enough or more bacon? More anything else? Lettuce, tomato. I'm going to put it together and cut it in half. See if anybody has an opinion. If not, I think somebody did say you're eating all of it. Mustachio says you need to see all the bacon, right? If you can see, if I can see a sandwich under the bacon, there ain't enough on the, but don't listen to my country backside. Okay, so I put, this is 4 strips of beef bacon. All right, so let's see if I can plate this nicely. I don't know if y'all want me to do anything else. Y'all put anything else on it, just plain. I don't know if y'all do cheese or anything, but let me go ahead and close this up. Hold on, y'all. I am gonna cut it. This is what we have so far. Let me see if I can get it to, oh. Okay, that's one thing about the tower of bacon. It's a little, don't worry y'all, here I come. Dairy-free, gluten-free, sugar-free. Hold on y'all, it's just slipping off. I may have to hold it for the picture. Cryptonomics, this is a chaffle, egg and cheese, no gluten. All right, so let's see. I'm gonna take a picture just like this and then I'm gonna cut it in half and try to take a bite. Some with the flash, some without. Do I need anything else in there? Let me see if I can get down. I'm gonna have to like press on it because every time I stand it up, it's just, all right. I'm gonna wipe around the plate. I know y'all are like, it ain't that serious. It is to me. I don't eat much. I want it to be perfect. All right, I just had to press it down. Let me see if I can get a good shot. All of these pictures end up on my community tab or my Instagram. So I just take pictures, turn the plate, take pictures, turn the plate, and then whichever one looks good. Oh, all right, now we're gonna cut it in half. Looks good? All right. I'm gonna cut it. Should have used a serrated knife. What do y'all think? Let me try and get another picture. Oh my gosh. Y'all, falling apart. All right, let me clean the plate. See, I'm getting greedy, I'm getting excited. Looks good? Thanks, Crypto. All right. Oh, mama. Let me see if I can get in here, y'all. Move my janky stuff out the way. All right. And don't be afraid to get close to the food. All right. So I just kind of stood it up. Now I'm going to enjoy my gluten-free, dairy-free, sugar-free BLT. Mm. Y'all, it is so good. It is so, so good. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. Mm. If I made this for you, you would eat it. Mm-hmm. I know sometimes people make fun, but I enjoy the challenge of coming up with food that I want to eat with ingredients that I have to eat. Mm. Mm. Okay, let me get started on the fried apples for y'all. It's excellent. I'm going to continue eating, but in case we have anybody new here, I'm going to show you what lead attorney calls my famous fried apples. Y'all, telling you, I enjoy eating. You know, some people are just like, yeah, it doesn't really matter as long as I'm not hungry. That is not me. I want to enjoy my food. It's an experience for me. All of the senses, right? Just clean it up. I enjoy it. And the fact that, you know, I'm able to get healthier. You know, like I said, I'm not a doctor, but I just change the way that I eat and I feel amazing and the weight is kind of coming off as a byproduct. So, you know, this is how I have to eat for the rest of my life and I'm okay with that. You know, for those of us who have struggled with weight, I've tried all of them and they all work, right? Weight Watchers, Nutrisystem. But if you don't like the food, when you go back to eating the food that you do like, y'all know. Y'all know, y'all know, y'all know. All right, let's clean up. And I've got a couple apples left. I'm going to cut those up. Who said, was it, oh dear, y'all, I missed it. Brittany, you wanted to see the fried apples. Do you want the skin on or skin off? I'll let you choose. And it's not too late. I still have the tomatoes here if anybody wants a pizza hack. I can make that easy too. If you're having trouble getting the kids to eat more veggies, you know, use them as a vehicle for stuff that they do like. So I've made BLT multiple times. The boys like it. Just clean it up. Genesis says skin on. That's my kind of girl. Thank you, sweetheart. Oh, hold on. Brittany says skin off. Okay, so I got 2 apples. So I'll do both. Leanne says you're down another 6 pounds. Gosh, you've been killing it. Yeah, y'all are telling me you just make some substitutions and it's like the weight comes off without even trying. You can eat a lot of the stuff that you like, but making it from scratch if you can. You just avoid a lot of the other stuff that they add to it that you don't need, that keeps you kind of like bloated. So just a suggestion. Do whatever works for you. Oh, y'all sound the alarm. Look who's here. Hi, Mom. Hi. Oh. All right, washing my hands. Oh. We're gonna make our fried apples. I can't say a la mode because I'm not eating ice cream, but I'm gonna show y'all my little graham cracker parfait. Oh, wonderful, Brittany. I think you'll really like this. Y'all, this is really good. Mom, this might be a little tough for you. It's really good, Mom, but it's a lot to chew. I don't mind. But y'all, it's really good. One more bite and then I'm gonna get my apples. 2 apples left. Want to use up my produce? Thank you. TLA has been talking about these apples. Y'all, TLA may be here. Who knows? He pops in from time to time to say what he wants me to make, and I am fine to make it. But I'm going to show you guys. So the history on these fried apples, I did a collaboration with Suzette Speaks, who is an amazing YouTuber. You guys go back on her channel. It was just last month. I'm still new. And we did a collab where it was me like this in my kitchen, my apron on, cooking. And she was in her studio. She's an attorney, a TV host. She's amazing. She has all kind of guests on her channel, but she reached out to me because she's trying to incorporate more plant-based things into her diet, and she had some questions about how to make some stuff, tasty. And look, like I said, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a chef. I just enjoy experimenting. Working from home, I keep the Food Network and all of those channels on mute, and my social media is cooking stuff. So I'm always getting inspiration and seeing amazing plates, and I'm like, oh man, I can't have that. But then I'll look and I say, oh, but if I substitute that, and if I substitute that, and if I substitute that, then I can have it. So that's where the substitutions have come from. So I like to challenge myself. And so when I was cooking for Suzette Speaks, we made a veggie quesadilla for her. It was excellent. Um, and Mom, everybody's saying hi. You all, Nana, my mom is a retired home economics teacher, now called Family and Consumer Sciences. And so she cooked for the family every day. She had me in the kitchen since before I had a choice, and taught me everything that I knew. So she enjoys watching us. But yeah, so I made the veggie quesadilla for Suzette Speaks, and I asked her if she liked sweets or wanted to see a dessert. And I threw together what I'm going to do for you all with the fried apples. Lead attorney was in the stream, and he was like, them fried apples, I'm coming over, or whatever he said. And he's been talking about them ever since. Ah, yes. Mom, they're all helping me. We are well on our way. Y'all know what the family's waiting for, right? Hey, Mona, the moderator. Oh, I always forget. If you all have a YouTube channel or you have a business, please put it in the chat and I will definitely share it. You guys are here to support me, so I always want to support you. All right, wash my hands again. And y'all, this is good. I'm going to take one more bite. Mm-hmm. BLT on a chaffle, it's a lot of texture. I'm fine with it, but be prepared to chew. Okay, completely optional. Link is in the description. But I bought this Duck's Top. I need to clean it. Duck's Top cooktop just so I can cook here for you guys, and I'm not going back and forth to the stove. It's a glass cooktop, and it heats up fast. It just only works on certain cookware, so I have to use the cast iron or stainless. It does not work with my nonstick or copper. All right, so let's plug this up. So for apples, the fried apples will work on any type of apple. I just have, I don't know, I think I had Gala apples. So I'm going to show you a couple of options. I know we've got Brittany and Genesis. One said skin on, one said skin off. So I'm going to do both. I'm going to peel one and I'm going to leave one skin on. It works either way. And they're starting to look a little bit sad too. So we'll peel this one. Got a little spot here. Okay. So I always like to show this because I don't know who knows it, but if you have one of these at home, a vegetable peeler, it's also an apple corer. Who knew? Let me wash these first. Y'all, I'm looking at that BLT and it's looking at me. Mona, welcome to my world. Y'all, you've seen me. If you've seen me with the boys, you already know. Okay. Apple peeler and corer. You take this pointy part, I'm sure there's a name for it, and you go inside the apple and then you go around and the whole thing comes out as a core. I'll show you. If you have a pretty symmetrical apple, you just put that in, kind of like that, and then it drips a little bit. I'm literally just going to go around the core of the apple, and then the whole thing comes out. So you can toss this, and if you have a pretty symmetrical apple, then you can get all the core out. I always check and see if there's any that I missed. You can do these as baked apples. You can stuff them with the butter and brown sugar. You can do so many different things, but that's pretty cool. Y'all, these kids can't stop, won't stop, right? All right. So on this one, we'll leave skin on. I'm just going to go ahead and cut it up. We'll get our apples done. All right, so you don't have to have fancy knife skills. Just cut in half and keep cutting in half. If you see any brown spots, just cut away from them or cut them away. You don't have to toss the whole thing. You can just get rid of the part that has a little bruise. That's fine. Don't have to waste. I know Kirk Anderson says, get rid of it. If it's not helping you, get rid of it. All right. I will pay attention, Maggie. All right, so I just cut it into eighths. So cut in half, then in half, then in half again. Oh, is it Avala Fabula? Says, so glad TLA turned you on to the most wholesome channel here. Much love from Canada. Y'all, we made it to Canada. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I have been to Victoria. There's a little ice cream shop there. We stopped there on a cruise, and then also the lobster part above Maine. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. And yes, we are, oh, Ava is fine. Even better. Okay. Apples. So we've cut one. We're going to peel the other. So I'm just going to peel this quickly into the sink. Just going around peeling this apple. Halfway there. Almost done. Okay, so we got an apple peeled. So again, you can do this with skin on or skin off. This is a great way, in my opinion, another sugar-free, dairy-free way to introduce fruits to the kids. I'm gonna go ahead and start my butter and brown sugar, and you can do this skin on or skin off. I know Lead Attorney likes his naked, but mom is watching. So you can do skin off. That gives you a softer apple. I like the skin on. It gives you a little bit of crunch. Skin on will take a little bit longer, but both are fine. All right, so since I'm doing 2 apples, I'm using the cast iron. I'm gonna go ahead and put that on. I would turn it medium, medium low. So again, with the goat's butter for me, if you can have cow dairy, use regular butter. This is the, I know y'all, I need to order a new one. Delamere goat's butter, available at Whole Foods or online. So I'm putting a pretty healthy pat of butter since I'm doing 2 apples. I would say that's 2 tablespoons. So we're gonna put that in there and let it melt down. If you put extra, that's fine. It's a great drizzle. All right, so we're letting that melt. I'll show you guys what's happening. So we're just letting our butter melt down on the skillet. And then all you need is brown sugar. For me, it's gonna be brown sugar substitute. Oh, you're having the, oh, you're making a smoothie? That sounds amazing. Uh-oh. All right. So if you can have brown sugar, have some for me. I avoid sugar, so this is what I'm using. This is Swerve. Link should be in the description. This is my sugar replacement. It gives me the brown sugar experience without calories, and it doesn't spike your blood sugar. Available at Walmart, wherever. So you guys can see it gives you that sand brown sugar. No, Moose, I haven't gotten the strudel yet. You'll have to give me your strudel recipe so I can substitute. All right, y'all, I'm doing a healthy teaspoon, tablespoon, just putting that in with the butter. I'll show you guys. So you see our butter is melting, and we got our brown sugar in there. I'm going to turn this down because butter will brown really quickly. I'm gonna go ahead and stir it up a little bit, and then you can do whatever warming spice you like. Cinnamon and nutmeg are my go-to. Someone says it smells like Christmas, but yes, this could be any warming spice that you like. All right, so our butter and brown sugar is melting nicely. I use this on everything. It's almost done. So this is just optional. I'm just sprinkling some cinnamon into the butter. And then same thing with the nutmeg. This is just dollar store. You can use whatever you have. All right, so I'm just gonna mix it up so we have a nice buttery brown sugar. Butter will go from solid to liquid to sizzling to burnt pretty fast. That's fine if you want to make toffee, but we're not making toffee. So you guys will see I have a nice thin layer. See that? Just a nice thin layer. So I'm going to, I already have the ones with the skin off. I'm going to place them down in here, and I'll go ahead and turn this up just a little bit, and I'll show y'all what I'm doing. I need to cut the other apple. You can hear them starting to sizzle. All right, I still got this apple I need to cut. Just gonna do it quickly on this towel. Just cut in half and keep cutting in half. You could do this, I know Vel does hers diced. You could do small little squares. Maybe I'll do that. Whoever wanted skin off, do you want slices or do you want diced? We can do it however you like. Smaller pieces will cook faster. Vel put that on her sopapilla. I don't know if anybody, someone who was asking about the sopapilla, which is a very common dessert at Mexican restaurants. It's a fried tortilla with ice cream. Crypto says slices. Okay, Genesis slices. Okay. So you see what I have here, peeled slices. Let me show y'all what I have. So we've got the ones with the skin on. I'm just gonna add the other ones. See how they're just sizzling on their sides? Brittany, you know what? What do they say? Necessity is the mother of all invention, which just means when you're hungry. I have taught both boys how to cook. Okay, my car is ready. Ah! All right, slices. So anyway, taught both boys how to cook. They're teenagers now, and they say, "Mom, it tastes better when you do it." But when they're home alone, they know how to get in here, so it's fine. If the food makes you hungry, that's fine. All right, let me show you guys what I have. I'm going to let them sit and sizzle on their side, medium to medium low. So whatever works for you as far as that's the kind of sizzle that you want. Cast iron is heavy. And then we'll turn them over to their other side. Yep, we've got the Maggie meetup. There's the link if you guys want to come. It's not a live stream. I know some people are camera shy, but some of the scholars wanted to meet like on a little Zoom meeting. So that's going to be next Sunday. Oh, still got my sandwich over here. Y'all know I'm no dummy. I'm wholesome, but I'm not a dummy. All right, just clean it up because we are just about done. And we're going to turn our apples. All right, so let's see what we have. So I've let them sit and sizzle on medium low. I'd say about 5-7 minutes. I'm going to take one out so y'all can see. So if you want them softer, cook them longer. So you could cook this first and then make your BLT and they'd be nice and ooey gooey. If you like them with a little bit more crunch, just a few minutes is all you need. So you guys see how this is the one with the skin on. See how we have still a little bit of white on the inside of the apple. You got that nice cinnamon and sugar. So we're gonna let those sit. I still have half a sandwich here. Oh yeah. And I'll show you guys how I make my little parfait. The ones with the skin don't take as long. The ones without the skin going to go ahead and turn them. You guys will see what we have going on here. I'm literally just taking them one by one and turning them over to the side that is still fresh. You see me trying to eat, right? Sandwich is good. It's really good. Great way to enjoy whole fruit. So you can eat them just like this. I think lead attorney says he likes his with ice cream. You could do a scoop of ice cream if you eat that. If you let them cook low and slow for a while, you could just put these into like a store-bought pie crust. A little homemade apple pie. But you want them to be nice and soft for that. Okay. All right, y'all. So I'll show you what we have. Just want to make sure every piece of apple is getting all right. Skin on, skin off. Yeah. So I'll get my bowl and we'll see if I can assemble it. Skin on, skin off. So I'm just letting them sizzle. These could be, on the back burner somewhere, just quietly doing their thing. I pick them up from time to time to look at them. When the skin starts to wrinkle, then you know that heat has kind of gotten through. And then you can also kind of press them with the tongs. When the apple softens and it kind of just mashes down. Oh my gosh, y'all like them? Yeah, you guys, you could do this with, if you dice them up, you could top them on pancakes or waffles. Remember we made the chaffle earlier? We used like for sandwich bread, so we made it plain. But you could stack them like a waffle, drizzle with syrup, and do diced fried apples. Ooh. Mm-hmm. All right. So what I do while these are cooking, I'm just looking at them. And I have this on medium low. I could turn it up. I'll turn it up just one notch. But this little glass cooktop gets hot so fast, y'all. And then, oh yeah. Okay, I'll show you guys. Do you see how the skin is starting to wrinkle? That's kind of what I look for. So it's not really a time, but when you have the apple skin on them and it starts to curl up, that's kind of perfect for me. Oh, you like it? No sound. Oh no. Can y'all hear me? I know I'm not doing any sound on Instagram to kind of make people come over here. I'm trying to get my watch hours up. I'm fine. Okay. See what happens as you cook them? You can hear? Thank you. As you cook them, y'all, okay, so you saw that I used a whole apple. I just turned it up a little bit. You saw that I used a whole apple. Okay, I'm gonna turn it down. I think they're good. I'll show y'all what we see. You hear the sizzle? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off. I'm gonna finish my last bite of sandwich and then I'm gonna plate. Okay, so whoever asked for skin on, let me know how would you like them served? Plain, with whipped cream and graham cracker, or with whipped cream, graham cracker, dusting of cinnamon. Oh God, y'all, look at that. See, that's what I get doing the most. I probably shouldn't use the silicone tongs. Or what else can we put on there? Y'all can make it as fancy or as simple as you want. I'm going to show you my graham crackers because I do use gluten-free. I'll show you guys what that is. But let me finish my my last bite. This is really my food. Thank you all for being patient. All right. The last bite's kind of messy. 1 second. Ice cream and graham crackers. Let me see. Do I have ice cream? I don't know. Whew. That was good. All right. If it's okay, I will simulate ice cream with whipped cream. I'll check and see, but I don't. It could be vanilla frozen yogurt. I don't think you want what I have. This is the honeydew 70 calorie sorbet. Can't have ice cream yet. Still trying to get the rest of this weight off. Hello, Big Bad Bull. Another channel sponsor in the house. All right, so we're going to plate. All right, so if you ever make these fried apples for Lead Attorney, he likes, I think he said 2 scoops of ice cream. I don't know. So I'm going to get the ones with the skin on. So I'm just going in here. Just looking for the ones with the skin on. This would be a great side dish. Somebody was saying, I think they sell cinnamon apples at the Cracker Barrel. Again, this was just a gala apple. It could be Granny Smith. It could be whatever apple works for you. And I think the ones that are tart would probably go really well with this. So just your apples. Big Bad, I made you a sponsor. Thank you so much. And a sponsor. You're already a sponsor. I made you a moderator. Thank you. Oh, y'all, the one with the skin has a lot. Did I miss one? There's a lot of skin on, or maybe they just didn't cook down as much. All right, the ones with skin off are in here doing their thing. Y'all, I must have missed some. Yeah, I must have missed some because I know I had more than this. But it's hard to tell once you get them all ooey gooey. Honey Crisp is excellent. All right. So pretend these are skin off. I know there's more, but I can't tell the difference. It's kind of hard to tell. All right. So, oh, I'm out of the graham crackers, but this is the brand. Mary's Gone. They have 3 flavors: chocolate, honey, and cinnamon. So I had some cinnamon left. I know, right? Catch it. I put a few graham crackers inside a Ziploc bag and beat them with a rolling pin. So that's how I get the crunch. So if you want the apple pie substitute without, pie crust or pie dough, this is what I do. So I'm going to go ahead and layer it on there. So we got our apples. You could tell this is just crushed graham cracker, gluten-free graham crackers. So I just sprinkled some on there. Dairy-free, this is what I'm using, the Ready Whip from coconut milk. I know Maria likes the one from almond milk. If you can have dairy, have the regular. I'm into the bottom of this. Put a little whipped cream on there. And then I'm going to do one more sprinkle. So that could be a scoop of ice cream. Hey, Lee. Lee's Boutique, thank you for being here. So that could be a scoop of ice cream. I'm just using the dairy-free whipped cream. So let's see. I made so many fried apples. I'm like, should I take a picture? I will. We'll do one plain and one, it could be a la mode, right? So again, just butter, brown sugar, and whatever warming spice you like. Ah, y'all, they look so good. So again, this is plain. Cook them to your level of doneness. And then this is with graham cracker, whipped cream, and I don't know. You could drizzle sugar-free honey, everything. Mm. Honestly, perfect. You know what you could do? If I scraped up some of the butter and brown sugar and drizzle it on there. Oh my God. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But yeah, in this pan, the butter and brown sugar that's caramelized down, y'all. Deconstructed apple crumble. Thank you. Absolutely. Y'all, it is so good. It really is good with whole fruit. And again, for me, sugar-free, dairy-free, and gluten-free. Mm. Or just make them and eat them plain. Or add ice cream. Or whatever you like. Mr. Moose likes his, what's it called? Strudel. So whatever. So that is Lead Attorney's fried apples. They've sent a car to pick me up. My vehicle is ready. So I'm just watching the cameras to see when the vehicle pulls up and I will end, but I'm here. If you guys have questions, I'm happy to answer whatever questions you have until the car arrives. Y'all, it's so good. Really good. And I'll show you the way these are cooked. And these are the ones that are skin off. I shouldn't bite it. I'm going to cut into one so you all can see. So it's falling apart, but you can see it's still got that apple texture on the inside, but it's nice and warm. Mm. Mm. Y'all, this is so good. Every time I make it. Every time I make it. So this gives you the apple crumble, sugar-free, dairy-free, gluten-free. Lead Attorney's fried apples, right? Mm. All right. Any questions? I'm going to scroll back and see if I missed anything. So Moose says, if you can deconstruct an apple crumble, can you reconstruct an apple crumble? What is apple crumble? That's basically like an apple pie, but instead of flaky pie crust, you crumble the topping over it, and that's what goes over top, right? I don't know. Mm. Y'all, this is so good. Okay, so a couple of tips. if you have apples that are getting ready to go, like spoil, before they go bad, you can go ahead and cook them all down. Peel them if you want, slice them, butter and brown sugar, cinnamon, nutmeg, optional. And then this will heat up very well. So you've gone ahead and cooked your apples so you don't waste. And then I have refrigerated them. I had bought from Sam's Club a big tub of like the apple slices like you buy for the kids' lunches, the ones that are already sliced, and they were starting to get soft. So one of my scholars, Maria, said go ahead and cook all of them, and then you have apple slices, and you could warm these up and then add your fresh toppings, whipped cream, ice cream, graham cracker, pie crust, whatever. The crumbly crust, Ava? Yeah, that is so good. Did Moose give us his recipe for apple crumble? Gotta have the crumble top. It's good. You could probably do that. I'll do it since I'm here. The last of these cinnamon graham crackers, I'm just gonna put them over top. I know for a proper crumble, you have all that butter and everything, which is fine. I cooked the apples in butter, so if you don't like whipped cream or ice cream, you could just do this. And then I'm going into I'm scraping up the good stuff that's in here. Or you didn't even have to scrape. You could just drizzle over ice cream or by itself. Yes. Oh, are they? Well, then, Mr. Moose, I need to make you a moderator. I don't know if you, I never, excuse me, I never want to put my scholars to work, but if you need more characters, I think that's one way to do it. Um, so this is the one with the skin on. Mm, so good. I think it needs whipped cream though, or ice cream. Yes, sir, Moose. Y'all, I love it. I love the honesty here. Some of y'all are like, we're not making any of this stuff. We want to watch you do it. Well, I am happy to cook for y'all. Whatever brought you here, thank you. I'm just cleaning up as we wait for the car to come pick me up so I can swipe my card, y'all. I got an old Kia, paid cash for it. It's a 2011. What is it, 10, 11 years old? And we are traveling for the weekend. So I'm taking the boys, and I just want to make sure that everything is good to go before we hit the road. So, brakes and all that stuff. Got to be responsible. I'm just cleaning up, y'all. Oh, yeah. Moose has been telling me about myself. Yeah. Moose is not here. He is not here to do any work. Y'all, it reminds me of that comedian that was like reenacting a concert when they're like, everybody say, hey, ho, whatever. And the comedian was like, no, I'm not yelling. I paid money for you to do the work. Oh my God. So you're right, Moose, touche. I did open my big mouth and say, I think I'm gonna make a cooking channel. It really wasn't even supposed to be a cooking channel, but here I am cooking. But that's one thing I learned from Lead Attorney, right? You listen to your audience, right? You all are my scholars. If you say you want something, you wanted merch, I got you merch. You wanted a meetup, I got the meetup. Y'all wanted me to cook live? Here I am cooking live. Oh my God. Entertain me. What did he say? Oh, he sent me pictures of his cooking. You know what? Y'all are so funny. Some of y'all are like, I'm camera shy. Y'all see me in here struggling? But I understand. Everybody in their own time, in their own way. Moose is like, we want to see. Exactly. I won't ask that question again now, will I? Let me clean up. All right, still waiting on the car. I'm just here because as soon as I see it on the camera, I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. But we can do a little chat and chow. You're glad I'm on YouTube? I am too. All right, I'll pull up Dexley and just sit for a minute. I'm just watching the ring camera to see if the car pulls up. Okay. Sorry, I knocked over my trash. All right. I'm happy to be here with you all too. Y'all know it's just me and my iPad, so I'm going to sit down with Dexley. And these fried apples, see if y'all have any questions. Almond, hello Almond, and welcome. That's a beautiful name. Y'all, Maggie the substitute teacher is only 3 months old. We're growing fast. It's just me and my iPad. I have a cart. I need someone to install it. Actually, lead attorney told me about this like multimedia cart that you can put all of your stuff on, because y'all, this is really me in my kitchen and I don't want to turn it into like a kitchen studio. Like I want to be able to break stuff down and just relax. So apologies that I have to hold up stuff for y'all to see. You gonna try the apples today? Absolutely. Absolutely. And you can do so many different things with them. I know they look kind of burnt right now, but so good. And you can see this, see how soft they are? Nice and from whole fruit. Thank you. So good. You all bring me so much joy. Okay, I'm just waiting for this car. So, Big Bad, you wanted me to reach out to someone. Inbox me on Instagram, please. I know you said it earlier, but y'all know I get distracted. So, Big Bad says, Maggie, you're changing lives in a positive way. This is very much needed. Many young ladies are not fortunate enough to have learned these skills growing up. I appreciate you saying that. Thank you. And thank you, Nana, for raising me the way you did. Y'all hear me saying it all the time, Maggie. If you will not cook for your children, who will cook for them? And so, I didn't really have a choice. And honestly, you all, I thought everybody was, having these type of chores and responsibilities at home. I've been in the kitchen since before I was 10. I'm 46. I resented it like a lot of us. But, I was doing all the family's laundry at 13, cleaning the house from top to bottom. I have a lot of professional accolades, but, my parents let me know that, if you can't really run a well-functioning home, not really much else you need to brag about. Hi, EB. Thank you for being here. I'm just waiting to go get my car. We just finished up with the fried apples. I guess I could put some whipped cream on these. This is almost done. But yeah, if anybody wants to cook with me, and I'm actually thinking about like, I think it's empty. I got the rest of it out. Uh-oh, Mr. Mustachio's going there. Yeah, I understand. Um, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yo, I hear you. I will say this. I don't disagree. We all start somewhere. And if this is helpful, because a lot of times people are intimidated. I'll share with you all. Okay. Okay. Watching. So the porter's on his way now. But I will say this, you all. My upbringing and coming from an immigrant family, just very traditional, small nuclear family, this is just what was expected of me. And so I didn't really have a choice, and I resented it when I was younger. But when I grew up and I got married, and, even post divorce or whatever, when you have children or even for yourself, I'm glad that I have these skills because now when I need to make changes for health reasons or weight loss reasons, I'm able to do that and adapt. But it was hard. My mom, I say that I grew up with the African Martha Stewart. Mom set the bar really high. She takes no shortcuts. She roasts her own nuts and sifts her own grains. And so, like my dad still to this day, my mom tells him, Maggie, she has this cooking show on YouTube. My dad, he has not watched an episode. He is like, oh, Maggie, she is not cooking. Oh, she's just opening cans and boxes. So every time that you all say that I do a good job, it really touches me because it's intimidating. Thank you for saying that. EB, let me know what is it that's intimidating because I want to help in that area. Um, I know I do some things well, and I know I struggle with some things, but I think what I do is that I try, and I think the shame or the embarrassment just left me years ago. If it's not bad, if it's not good, I'm gonna tell y'all it's not good. But I will say this, you know, I'm still eating these with my hands, y'all. Mm. Sorry, I shouldn't be licking my fingers. Um, Sometimes people overcomplicate things. And cooking it can be intimidating, but you all have told me, and I hope this is true. My live streams are a couple hours now because I'm trying to get my watch hours up. But honestly, I really like, just chatting with you all. Everything that I make is like an under 30-minute recipe from beginning to end because most of my cooking has come from, being a mom, rushing home, kids are hungry after school. What can you get on the table quickly? So I do take some shortcuts. Um, I try to use ingredients that are easy to get at your local grocery store or wherever. I do have a lot of spices there, but that's just because I buy stuff when I want to try something new and then I end up with a jar. So you'll see me use a lot of the same ingredients, but for me, and this will go in the cookbook, right? If you can learn to cook a fish dish, a chicken dish, a beef dish, pork dish if you eat it, then you just kind of play around with it. Yes, thank you all for subscribing. Thank you all for being here. Oh my goodness. Uh-oh. Yeah. Y'all, when we get older, it is harder, but I'm just naturally inquisitive. So if there's anything that I can do to be helpful, honestly, there are no dumb questions. We all start somewhere. Someone even asked me, what is an air fryer? And so that's why I say now an air fryer is an oven with a fan. So it's got a heat source and a fan. So that's why it cooks faster. That's why it can blow stuff around. So if there's stuff that y'all don't know, or if I hold up a utensil and you're like, what is that? This morning with the potato masher. Um, Amethyst was here and she wasn't familiar with a gravy boat. And, I'm just thinking because I've been doing this since 1842 that people know this stuff. But if whatever I can do to help, y'all know that I'm a boy mom. I don't have daughters. Maybe one day I'll be a grandma. Not anytime soon. Um, that's what somebody called me on TLA stream when I came up one day and they were like, fine granny, that's a fine granny talking about y'all look. Y'all know she can cook. She got that stove light on. That's what they said in the chat. I'm like, first of all, I'm not a granny. And yes, my stove light is on, but we need that. Oh my gosh. Ooh, EB, you cook for the family? Absolutely. I love cooking for the family. Aw, Marie, I just received it. Thank you all for supporting. I'm not monetized yet. Some of you all have asked how to support the channel if you want to buy groceries or tip the teacher. I do have a Cash App, Zelle, Venmo. Let me thank our channel sponsors, and I just saw the vehicle show up. Hello, this is Margaret. Okay, I'm on my way out. Thank you so much. All right. All right, class. Class is dismissed. The valet is here, so I got to go swipe my card and pay $1,000 for this vehicle. I am going to live stream in the morning Maggie cakes for breakfast, and then we'll enjoy the holiday. So you all have a good night, and thank you so much for being here. Just see if I made anything. Uh-oh, kitchen closed. Y'all know. Yes, the chat is a mess. I'm the fine auntie. Okay, that's better than the fine granny, right? All right, you guys.